I think we have made a good case. Even those who are in denial, if they search deep down, they would see that the truth has come out. And the truth is, Jammeh took us on a wild ride for his own self-aggrandizement. He has to pay the price. And those who enabled him also have to pay the price. Justice must be done. It must be seen to be done.
Mbadimulu TRRC Truth Reconciliation and Reparation Commission ami yalon ko alota Gambia banko kan pour ka kiskisirol ke Yahya Abdul Aziz James Jonkun Jammeh Babili Mansa Gambia la president koto mi yalon ko ay Gambia banko mara kabo 1994 kata 2016 ay Gambia banko mara nyameng kiskisirol ketala TRRC kayto mi yalon ko ya bondi biring abanta inyanta kadi mansa kundala iko bile fanang anyanta kela kotake bay folo mun ketala bi fanang afelenti abaita dalila jumala tuna baita altenten kablan noma active tv nganaw kibaro bondale nyoto
sama waji nak yaangi bëgg yag ci dëkk bi sa holiday yi gudd na lool sax vacances yag na waye dama ni na ñibisi ci sama réew investir wax nga dëgg sa safara man mako yor ci go ñu dem top ma ci sama waaj da nga bari pexé de top ma
xam ngeen Gambia légui dafa open lolu mo waral global properties jog jaay le kër do manki courant do manki ndox da ngay am pool manam piscine sa disposition di nga am beach bi sécurité 24 hours te so bëggé investir aussi nga mëna investir sa réew jënd kër di ko louer hôtel yi na xam baax na waaye nag am na gan yoo xam ni dañoo bëgg bu ñu ñëwee ci réew nekk à l'aise nekk ci bërëb boo xam ne dañu am seen waañ bu ñu bëggee togg seen lekku dëkk dañu am seen salle bu mag am seen néegu bopp am seen lépp loolu yëpp ak global properties mën na nekk.
jërëjëf def leen ni man ñëw leen global properties ngeen jënd seeni kër aar seen ëllëg ak bu seen njaboot.
Are you a resident of France or its surrounding countries and still wondering how to send your packages to the Gambia? Or your properties got lost or have delay anytime you send them? French Touch is here to solve your problem. French Touch sends all kinds of goods except what cannot be fit in container. They don't only stop at sending, but they also sell goods like fridge, mattresses, good quality carpets, furniture and many more.
Inata bullo jora on la karola o fanan kenna ma be wiye cemento bije adadi ma na kenna ma ñunu man dangali o dambam fanana de ikamoto ki anin ka wafi nin dadi ma fanana ñun tuma yesandiro kenyilma ika wafi ma konopal ime batandi duna sikala ye dokula so do milyan ko sobe yata bake ifon le kela bakaso samba fela la bungo kono French Touch fela sabateri ngale kiti sila bala kan gunjur birkama highway ise ka chanyo ya nino ninyin nombala alkami jeskiri.
Hello, wonderful viewers, wonderful subscribers. This is Active TV again for another fast and a quick update. Mbadi ngulu mbalbe konto na mbalbe jala mbalbe bismillah la kotake Active TV pour kana kibaro bonde nan kotake mi yalon ko akabo Gambia banko kan andung abedendi. Commission la mi yalon ko alota Gambia banko kan ikafam yako TRRC. TRRC report presentation delayed again. The Standard newspaper is reporting. Badingulu a Standard newspaper coming up fale nyameng wole nyin kibaro janjang iko. TRRC inyanta kaito mundi la mansa kundala. Bilong anyanta kela kotake afelenta keta kuti miyalon ko. Atardeta kotake bi fanang amankeno. The Standard has been reliably informed that the much anticipated presentation of the report of Truth, Reconciliation and Reparation Commission will not happen today again. as scheduled. Mbadi ngulu as Standard newspaper ikonyi nata ila tabulo kan aketa kuti miyalonko iba kalama andun kula miyalonko abeloring abesenarin set ko TRRC la reporto miyalonko mo jama batele batunkan iko kula miyalonko amandi kotake mansakunda la komi alota nun nyamen ko bilam inyanta kadi Mansakundala. According to our source, the report is again not ready. But in Standard newspaper ya tandiko kibar tala miyalonko walka kibaro di tella miyalonko walka nyinkol senandi itelma watol bela iko kulam nyinti miyalonko reporto amampare hansaing walatina Imadi Mansakundala. It is not quite ready and the government is not willing to accept it uncompleted, our source said. Mbadingulu a Standard newspaper ya itandiko momi yalonko wala kanyin kibaro di tella amari ya itandiko Truth Reconciliation and Reparation Commission ila nyin reporto kula mi yalonko amambang kurinke wala mkol mi yalonko ibe nyanda tarla kono hansaing ibe mantara kono walatina Mansakunda de etel final manson ka muta wanyama katung amanke kuti miyalonko a complete tale. Our source added that the TRRC commissioners would hold a meeting today to take the next step, expected to be another extension of their work. Mbadingulu a yaitandiko TRRC a commissioner la do kulal mi yalonko ibijede molle mi yalonko bitilola de inyanta bennale pour ka kacha ka meeting ke pour ka jeko ibe mun simfalle tala kotake wobe kala kuti mi yalonko abe kafula ila dokuo wuchoma dokuo mi yalonko wole bebulu hansaing in Gambia dingol tema. The Standard also spoke to a source familiar with the work of the commission who, begging for anonymity, alleged something is funny about all these things. Mbadi ngulu a Standard newspaper ikwe diamuta moe fana mi yalonko commissiono la indokuo ay kulonje a tamandir nyalon kende ke bari mo keta moti mi yalonko ko atode andum fanan abota damende Standard newspaper ya itandiko aitandi la ko amal la fi moliolong aitandiko nko mi yalon ko aminin tafalo bebe ke kantende ako kula bije mi yalon ko ajakalo warata kono kende ke while it may be true that the report is not completely ready, there is also an apparent hesitation on the part of government to receive the report for political reasons. Mbadi ngulu a ikonyi mari de aitandi ko reporto de tonya ala pare baliade wamu kulet mi yalon ko wamu tonyalti ako bari Mansakunda fanana karola de muyalon ko abije wala politiko wala karola de o fananse keno kuti miyalon ko Mansakunda yebam far imanson kanyi reporto muta yata. The Standard put these allegations to a senior Ministry of Justice official who dismissed it as rubbish. The government is always ready to receive it when it is fully ready, the MOJ so said. Mbadi ngulu a Standard newspaper iko mo fanande miyalonko Ministry of Justice adokula matijede iko bire nyin kola fana nyakoto aitandiko kula mnyindi miyalonko tonya hana jaje kese killing atije ko Mansakunda manson purka nyi reporto muta iko Mansakunda parerina watol bela ni reporto pareta wato wati purka muta woto nyimmari ba mum foka miyalon ko kibaro di Standard newspaper la ko Mansakunda de politiko de ofanam yodabula ko nyin kono wane manson ka reporto muta iko Justice Ministry official obiye miyalon ko nyin ko de ayabay aytande ko tonya hana jaje kese killing atije ako Mansakunda parerina watol bela purka nyi reporto ta ka muta andum fanang ka tamandi. Standard newspaper wale nyin kibaro janjang iko TRRC report presentation delayed again. TRRC ila reporto inyanta mundira Mansakundala iko kula miyalon ko afelenti de atardeta kotake atarde follow kele iko afelenti atardeta kotake modi amta Standard newspaper kaitandi la ko tonya reporto de amambang muyalon ko abenyanda katariye o mambang ako bari politiko fanande Mansakunda fanambo tamandi kan jele atel mi yalon ko albe in video jibe kan al comment al yafonya ale mune mira ñing ko to e sambay fal atanala molde ye do ko ke ye bandi TRRC commissioner sa wala do ko tutaje pour ka je ko report o ñing complete ndi e ko bari wol fanal felante de e la report o ñing aman complete man sakunda fanan koy bam far naman complete ita mutala al comment al yafonye ale mune mira ñing ko to mbedi wala alma ale Cairo sabatende Gambia banko kan. This is all I have for you today. This is Active TV Update.
That is the evidence that's been unearthed before this commission. There may be deniers. Yes, there will be deniers. But these numbers don't lie. These numbers don't lie. If you ask the family of Solo Sandeng, they would tell you we feel the pain. Deny as much as you wish, but we feel the pain. If you ask Amadou Kebe, he would say, deny as much as you want. I am walking with 1 foot shorter. Ask those students who were there on that fateful day of April 10th. Some would tell you I have a bullet lodged in my body. Those things don't lie. Deny as much as you wish. But the facts speak for themselves. And the Gambian people have seen it. What we had was a terrible dictatorship that would do everything to self-perpetuate and to strengthen its so-called supremacy over the Gambian people. No wonder it demanded to be crowned. And we had minions running around the country trying to secure that. We have heard Yaya Jajusi saying that the meetings were held at his home. If the Gambian people were in strong at that point, we would have been having a monarchy now. The kingdom of, I don't want to say it, with James Junkung the first as our king. That is what was going to happen. And thanks to God, the Gambian people dug deep into their reservoir and said, no, no, no. It's not going to happen. But by this time, we had gone too far into a dictatorship. We have gone too far into self-perpetuation with 22 years. We have gone too far deep in corruption where the whole treasury and the central bank was an extension of the executive household. We have heard from Mr. Njai, who testified a few days ago, how his property was taken away from him in gangster style. Mr. Chair, all these things I am saying tells me crimes against humanity, crimes against humanity, crimes against humanity. And the forum to deal with that is not only limited in Gambia. It could be Gambia, it could be Ghana, it could be West Africa, it could be somewhere in Africa, it could be the ICC. So no matter how people deny, no matter how one can control what may happen in Gambia, that same institution cannot control what happens outside or elsewhere. We have seen Hussein Habri. He's run away for 20-something years. He had to face the law. The other day I saw a publication with the Justice Dial pointing at Jammeh. Perhaps that is what needs to happen. Justice must happen. We all crave for reconciliation. And that is fundamental. That is absolutely important. We all crave for unity of the Gambian people because we are in one little boat. And all of us have to be our brother's keeper so that we can keep this little boat afloat. But that said, there must also be justice. There should be justice for the victims. There should be justice for us as a people because we are all scared, we are all traumatized as a people. because of the dark chapter that happened to us. 22 years of brutality, 22 years of disrespect for the Gambian people. But we are the cause of it because we succumbed. We accepted it. We coached him through it. We guided him through it. We told him we would accept it. And no wonder when he threw water, even some of our imams would dive just to touch that water, because coming from him, it has spiritual value. Embarrassing situation. This is what I see Dr. Cisse asking whether that is true. Yes, indeed, it happened in this country. Dictatorship, self-perpetuation in power, and corruption is a recipe for disaster. But in order to free ourselves from those shackles, we have to ensure that there is rule of law in this country and that we have strong democratic institutions. Otherwise, we are doomed. And this has to be the cornerstone of the recommendations of the TRRC. If never again is to be meaningful, it has to be anchored on rule of law. It has to be anchored on strong institutions. It has to be anchored on a disciplined society. I pray to God that we reform our attitudes and we show commitment to this little country called Gambia, that we have so much, as said by Mr. Carr, borrowed from our children. We have to be careful the Gambia we hand over to them. If we do not correct the ills of the past, we will be sowing seeds of disaster for the future. I leave it at that, Mr. Chair. I think we have made a good case. Even those who are in denial, if they search deep down, they would see that the truth has come out. And the truth is, Jammeh took us on a wild ride for his own self-aggrandizement. He has to pay the price. And those who enabled him also have to pay the price. Justice must be done. It must be seen to be done. Thank you, Mr. Chair.